Welcome to this very class. Today we'll be learning new tools, and there are about 3 or 4 of them. Okay, we'll be learning the eyedropper tool. Now the eyedropper tool is used for sampling the colors of different objects within your image that you're editing. Could be a raster or a vector object. Whatever it is, you can sample the colors, and when you sample the colors, automatically your foreground color picks it. Okay, so let's assume we intend to change the color of this very coffee from here. So we just come here and select it, and we want it to match exactly to this very the color of this flower. So when we select that, let's ensure we have a nice beautiful selection. So having select that, let's try to add this. Having select that, so what we want to do is we want to get a sample of a color with which we want to replace it. So all we need to do is just come here, select the eyedropper tool. We use the eyedropper tool and then select to find the hex value of the RGB or hex value of this very flower. Okay, you can see the hex value here. You can also look at the values here. Okay, you can also check the RGB value here. And so if you are working on a website and you intend to just pick this very color, you just use the eyedropper and you copy this and then you paste it on your global colors or whatever color you're modifying with your color palette, and you'll be able to get exactly this very color. So but for this, we want to replace the color of the coffee with the color of this. So all we need to do is having select that and having select our color, all we need to do is come here to solid color, and automatically it picks this color that we chose here, okay, which is the color here. And if it is not exactly what we want, we can still choose to define the very one we want. And so once we get what we want, we click OK, and by simply changing the blending mode, it will blend. Okay, you can change the blending mode. All right, so if we use hard light, it's cool, it changes it automatically from whatever it was to green. Okay, so that is how you use the eyedropper tool. Now we're not going to be using the 3D material eyedropper tool because we are not working on 3D space right now. Then we have the color sampler. Now for the color sampler, when you sample, if you're working on different colors, basically if you're working on a web design or any other thing that you need details on the different colors, you can sample them. When you click that, this information tabs comes up and gives you what detail you have right here. Okay, you can click another color and it gives you the other detail of this color number 2. You can click another color and it gives you all the details. So we have 1, 2, 3. Let's pick another color, this bluish side. Now it gives you the RGB value of each of them. It gives you now this is totally 0 because it's black, and this gives you the RGB value, or number 1, it gives you the RGB value of whatever they have. And you can also try to get more detail, okay, by right clicking to check either the web color, the HSB color, CM lab color, and all of that. So you can check all of those colors, and that's it for the eyedropper tool. Okay, so for the color sampler tool, now for the ruler, it gives you the distance between whatever. You can use it to measure the distance in pixels basically. So if we click on this and drag to this place, we want to know the distance between this to this. It gives us a total distance which is about 1032.85 pixels. Okay, and at our angle is 2.3 degrees. Okay, that's the angle with which we're measuring. All right, so you can do that. And then for notes, you can write specific notes. Say for example, you're working with a group of persons and you intend for them to remove this specifically, and you're sharing this file with this note. You just write your name as the author, and for this very class, your author is Phil. So I would say maybe delete this or remove this or erase this, and as a note, so whoever I save it and send it to will be able to see this note and know specifically what he needs to do for the notes. And then the next we have is the count tool. Okay, the count tool, you use it to count different objects. So for example, you have several objects in a particular image and you intend to count, and you can actually count. So let's say for example we want to count just the electronic devices on this very image. We can simply count by just clicking. It gives you a color. You can increase the size, label size, to maybe, let's say we're increasing it to 30, so we can have a bigger size, or maybe let's say we're increasing it to 100, so you can see it. Okay, 72 is supposed to be my biggest, and then you can change the color. So let's use a black or a crisp red color. Basically, let's try a red. Okay, so a red, so that's 1, and then we're picking 2, we're picking 3, laptop 4, this is 5. Okay, so we have about 5 of them, electronic devices, on the image. So once you click, it numbers it, and you can actually identify what number it is. So thank you so much for your time. Keep practicing. See you in the next class.